Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Got a few email requests about how to do Lightroom presets, and I did promise you guys that I was going to do it, so here we go. Alright, so open up a photo in Lightroom as you usually do, because if you want to create a preset, it's quite simple. Go through and just adjust all your settings to how you want them, then come over here and click on the plus button next to presets in the develop module. Press plus, call it whatever you want, and then just make sure you select the settings that you want to have in the preset. So, you know, in this case, if you want split toning, gradual filters, you create it. Now I'm going to go through the tools. I'm going to go through all these different adjustments that you can make within the photo. So you got this toolbar on the side, alright? So you got your crop tool. So if you want to crop in and out, you can just drag the sides in and down. If you hold shift, it keeps it the same aspect ratio. Next one is spot removal tool. That one there, you can just kind of get rid of things. So you just kind of do that. And that's like a quick way to kind of clone something out. Next one is the red eye correction. So if you've got red eyes, just, you know, click them on the red eyes and it'll work. Radial filter, you can do things like add in a bit of a gradiented filter. So you can just kind of change this to be whatever you like, and it's only going to affect the area that it is on top of there, but we don't want that, so we'll just Control Z that. Sorry guys, I got the sniffles. Radial filter, same kind of thing, but it's just in one spot. So it's only going to affect that area there. And then of course you've got your brush tool where you can brush around. But this doesn't affect the presets. The brush, you can brush around and then just it'll only affect that area that you've brushed in. Excellent, okay. Alright, so what I usually do is, on my presets, and this is what the question was, I raise the exposure up just a little bit, give it a little bit of contrast. Highlights is only going to affect the really bright areas. So this sky, for instance, if I pull the highlights down, it's only going to bring the really bright areas down. Same thing with shadows, but the opposite. It's only going to bring the dark areas up. And what that's going to do to our histogram is create more of a flat look throughout. So for my preset, I have my shadows all the way up, my highlights all the way down, just to give me the highest dynamic range that I can get. Here is your black and white point. So if you raise this up, all the whites become brighter or darker, and the same with the blacks. So you can bring your black point down and up. One cool thing you can do is hold down Alt, and it shows you where your pure whites are. So now in these areas here, where amongst the clouds, is my pure white areas. And the blacks, so now within these bushes we're getting a few pure blacks. And to make your photos look really good, guys, you want to have a little bit of a pure white point, like a little bit of pure whites shining through, and a few pure blacks as well, just to give it that contrast, like a good amount of contrast. As you can see on this image here, from where we started to where it is now, it's very different, just with a few little minor adjustments of what's happening in the photo. Okay, so moving down, clarity gives your mid levels a little bit of pop, so it'll just really make it look a lot clearer, or softer. I usually put a little bit of clarity on mine, say about 20, not too much. You don't want it to look too fake. You just want everything to be a little bit subtle. Vibrance is similar to saturation. It just makes the colors a lot more vibrant. On this one here, similar kind of thing. I just leave them on 0. Now this is our color channel thing, where we can actually adjust the saturation of specific colors. So if I don't like all this orange coming out of the windows here, and of course it's going to affect the brick as well, you can just literally turn down all the oranges and the reds and the yellows. And now there is no more orange, red or yellow present in the photo. My preset is set to -10. -10 on all of these, not to fully get rid of them, but just to mute them a little bit, because oranges and yellows can be quite dramatic in a photo, and it looks good if they're just dulled down slightly. Another cool thing is that you can do is, see this picker on the side here, this thing. You can just grab that, come onto the photo, onto the color that you want to change the saturation of. So say I want the grass to be a lot more vibrant. Just click on the green and pull up, and that grass is now going to get more bright. See that? It's just really getting a pop now. And if I want the oranges to come down, you just click on the orange and pull the oranges down like so. So any color that you want to change, you can just do that. Really cool stuff, guys. So that's saturation. I leave those on 0. I just, as I said, I mute my oranges, yellows, and reds just slightly. You can always just tweak it as you go. Every photo is different, so it needs something a little bit different. Split toning, I don't worry about that. I don't do anything there. Sharpening, I usually crank it right up. Radius I'll set to 3, detail up pretty high. This little window is cool. It gives you a preview of what it looks like up close, and as you can see now, the photo's just got a lot more clear. However, we have got some graininess. Coming into the photo, which is going to help in the next section. Sharpening I only like to have on some areas of the photo, and that's where this masking bar really helps. You hold down Alt, you can pull this right up, so the sharpening is only going to affect certain areas. It's not going to sharpen every little strand of grass here. It's only going to affect the areas which are hit here with the white. So all of this tree is getting sharpened, all of the edges are getting sharpened, some of the sky, this bush here, and all the main flat areas it's not affecting, so you don't just get an overall weird kind of look. Noise reduction, just I usually pull this up all the way, detail all the way, contrast all the way, and this is going to just really give it that beautiful, nice, soft look. Combined with the sharpening, it really gives it like a special kind of look, because it's got sharp edges but soft centers, and I really like that kind of look, so that's what I go with on my preset. Lens correction, you definitely want to be clicking remove chromatic aberration and enable profile corrections. What this does is, from the metadata in the photo, Lightroom knows what kind of lens you're using. In my case here, it's my Nikon 18-105mm lens, and it's just going to do any little slight corrections that lens might have. I know when you're working with the real estate wide angle lenses, you do get a lot of barrel distortion, and when you click enable profile corrections, Lightroom will automatically straighten up your barrel distortion. Or you can also do it manually as well if it doesn't do it correctly, because it's not always 100% right, but it does give you the option to you know, go a bit less or more. Okay, so transform. These are transform tools. You can click on auto, which gives you like an auto adjustment. Don't know what guide it is. Drag 2 or more guides to customize perspective. Okay, that's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure you just get 2 uprights, so go from here. No? Okay. Make that an upright. Then you do another one. You're gonna work. And you click enter. Did that do anything? Probably not. Anyway, you got guided level, which makes it level, left and right level. Vertical does your verticals up, right. That doesn't look right to me. As you can see there, it's off. or you can just go full, or you can do it manually, which is the correct way to do it. Not the correct, but I think the best way, because every photo is different. Sometimes it doesn't work properly. So you got your vertical, up and down, your horizontal, left and right, your rotation, your aspect, the scale, so zooming in and out, X offset, Y offset. The ones I use mainly for real estate, rotation and verticals. So in this case we want to just make that straight with the house there. Rotate slightly. Anyway, you can just get it to how you want it, really. I don't touch with this vignette stuff. You can put a vignette. I just like to keep it natural. Yeah, and that's all I do. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you learned something. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Subscribe if you want to. See you next time. Bye.